Got you. I included my audio.
Alright, so we got CleetiCup finals for season 2, guys. We have RGB versus Volaris, 2 underdog teams. Both teams coming in this game at 3-7. Both teams facing 9-1 opponents to get here. A lot of, like I said, in my opinion, this underdog mentality from both these teams, which is going to be really interesting because it's hard to pick one who favors the other in this situation. I think it's going to be close enough to where it gets taken straight to a game 7. But I don't have a prediction of who's going to win. I think
I got a prediction.
Literally go either way. All right, let's hear
I got a prediction. I think it's RGB.
Oh, by the way, guys, I do have David here as a guest commentator. He is the new captain of Kimchi Crew. Just wanted to put that out there.
What's up?
Go on with your prediction now.
Yeah, I think I got to give credit to Volaris first of all before I say that prediction, because I mean they played out of their minds against Lord. It didn't look too good in the beginning either. I think they did the reverse sweep. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did.
So seen a lot of that. But anyway, like again, they're still the underdogs going into this, in my opinion. I still think RGB has the upper hand, but as they've proven, anything can happen in Rocket League. And so, I mean, Bubba, again, had those incredible saves, especially that one shot that Chris and I had that was like basically an open net. And he saved it. So Tayfish stepped it up. Scott A's was making some shots too. So this is definitely going to be it's going to be a dogfight. Looks like they're starting out with Panda, Ronska, and Skrilla, and not Bolt this time around like they did against us. So this is going to be interesting. And we have game 1 right off the bat. Scott A's and Skrilla going for kickoff. Let's do this. Tayfish trying to get some kind of wall pass going, but Ronska has the easy backboard clear. Scott A's going for the challenge. Gets a 50 to their wall. Bubba trying to turn around, but kind of awkward in position, so he's going to just back out here. A little bit of back and forth going on right now.
I'm really looking forward to see how Panda plays in the rotation here with Skrilla. I don't believe they've actually played together in any of the finals, unless they played. I don't believe they played together in game 1, so or in game 2.
So this is going to be really interesting because again, in our series, Panda didn't play at all. It was Bolt, Skrilla, and Ronska. So we'll see how they're going. So far, it's just a little bit of a back and forth game. Ooh. I think it was Scott A's with the whiff, but thankfully Bubba was right there to support him. Let's go with the challenge, but Tayfish is a nice little turn. Panda trying to get something going, but Skrilla was not able to get a good pass off, so it's going to be...
Ooh, Scott A's with a ball. I actually did not see Tayfish get that touch.
Well, they did a double commit here, and I was actually going to comment on how bad that was, but it looks like Ronska got caught on the goalpost, and it's 1-0 Volaris.
Very surprising. First point going to them.
Yeah. See a very vanilla kickoff go in the favor of Volaris. They have possession. Oh, Scott A's could have gotten the 50 there, but misses, and Ronska gets the open net.
Yeah, easy fast break goal.
Looks like they caught Volaris a little bit out of position. That third man should be ready for that kind of clear. Wasn't too fast of a ball, but it's tied up because of that.
It kind of takes away all the momentum that they had generated as well.
Yeah. I think Panda was looking for a pass to Skrilla, but he has to also realize Skrilla just went for kickoff, so he probably has no boost. But Ronska's able to still recover and get the ball, yeah. Skrilla trying to get a shot. Was off by a couple inches. Skrilla with some near post rotation, but it actually kind of pays off a little bit. Gets bumped out, and Scott Ace gets a shot, and that's 2-1.
I kind of had to put that on Skrilla, to be honest. Good play from Bubba bumping him out, though. Good awareness.
Yeah.
But I think if you just avoid that clear right there to begin with.
Yeah, he definitely put the ball in the wrong position. If he wasn't bumped out, he might have been okay. He was also low boost, so he's trying to do a little bit of a chip off the wall to pass to himself, but Obviously, it didn't work out with the bump play. Ronska's up in the air. Tayfish should have the clear back. Not the greatest touch from him, so now RGB is going to maintain possession. Skrill looking to get something going, but Bubba's going to get a clear here. Ronska getting a pass right off the Panda. Panda not able to really get a shot or control off of it. But he does get the 50. Ronska's up in the air, but Bubba's really great defense. Clears it out. And looks like there's a little bit more of that back and forth going on right now. Ooh, Skrill with an opportunity.
Ooh, that's unfortunate right there. He does get the pass back to Ronska, but it is going to get saved by Scotties. That was beautiful. It does appear that Volaris has a little bit more of an edge, at least in Game 1 right now.
They
just
do.
That one mistake that cost them a goal.
I don't see their rotations going as fast as they normally are. Ooh, but Skrill getting up there and gets that shot. See what happened here. Oh, Ronska with a nice little pop. Nobody on the backboard really ready for that pop. I think someone should have challenged and then one person backing up. Regardless, it's now 2-2. I think Volaris has kind of the upper hand in terms of possession right now, but RGB's just capitalizing on these mistakes, so it's tied up.
Hoping to see Scotties kind of step his game a little bit going in throughout this series. He's going to be a key factor for Volaris to win this, in my opinion. Bubba trying to get some kind of setup whiffing right there.
And it plays it into the corner. Tayfish misses, but Bubba's got the backup. Skrilla trying to keep the pressure on. Scotties, ooh, gets a nice little touch to the corner. That's always a great play to do when you're on defense, is to hit it back into your corner. It's very safe. Not a lot of shots can come from that angle. Bubba trying to get something going. Gets the demo on Panda, but Skrilla's right there. Tayfish with a shot. And Ronska, a little bit of a pre-flip. Or I guess a pre-jump. Ooh, saved by Bubba, and we're going to see a lot of those this series.
Some great touches from RGB. Like, the exact defense I expect from Bubba. Ronska getting a beautiful goal here.
Yeah, it gets the, I
That's
think
actually
50.
Really unfortunate. I don't think the Volaris got the touch on that at all. I don't think anybody got a touch on that.
It looks like RGB's coming a little bit alive. Almost gets the kickoff goal right off the bat. Ooh, what a save from Bubba. The pressure's still on, though. Ooh, Skrilla getting that back corner boost. He's not able to be in the play and keep the pressure on. So a little bit of a relief for Volaris right now. They do have an opportunity to clear this out if Bubba can get this. And he misses, so wrong. Right, yeah. And he misses, so Ronska gets an open net. I think his team was all expecting Bubba to hit that, so both of them pushed up, and they're out of position for the save. Third man probably should have been back more. But now RGB's up 4-2 with 30 seconds left. Not a lot of time for Volaris to come back. But we'll see how it goes. Ooh, the pressure's on from RGB, but they're unable to connect. Bubba, low boost here in the corner. Probably should go for some 50. Yep, and he gets it. It's mid right now. They need to be playing it really aggressive, but again, this game might be in wraps. Game 1 is going to probably go to RGB at this moment. Yep, and it's going to be 1-0 to RGB. Ooh, Bubba getting the consolation goal. Yeah. That'll build some confidence.
I really like to see that. Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. Good to finish out strong. Try to get some kind of momentum, anything you can get going. Into this is a best-of-7 series.
Right.
So it could get pretty long. Anything you get going for you is going to make a difference. Big game 1, though, for RGB. I think that sets the tone for the whole series. Volaris came out the gates pretty strong. They were not able to capitalize on their early lead, I guess I should say. Tayfish with some serious goal, though. Not goal, ping. 160 right now. I see Scotties at 100. Volaris definitely has more ping right now than RGB. So that is something to notice.
Last time I heard
Tayfish
was playing.
Server, my ping's bad, GG.
Last
see.
time they were playing, Tayfish was playing in a hotel. That's what they were saying. So they had hotel Wi-Fi going. Um, so we'll see how that's going to, how much of a factor that's going to be.
We'll give him a new server. 1 second.
Okay, should we all back out then?
Yeah. Only because we're swapping series right there. Or not swapping series, swapping games. So just from what I saw in game 1 though, it still honestly looked like Volaris is faster.
Yeah, it's there's a couple whiffs that I think cost them some goals. A couple of those goals are actually when the third man was out of place, and so the third man should be ignoring the second man's positioning, and so. But when both of them push up and the first man doesn't get the touch that they expect, then they're going to be out of position, and they got scored on twice because of that. And I think that's an easy thing to fix.
My mistake, guys. 1 second. What is that? Alright, lobby is up. It's gonna be the same password and name. Any second now. I think the one thing we have seen though so far, Volaris definitely has the potential to win in this game. I don't think, like my prediction earlier where I think it can go in the best of 7, that's completely plausible right now from what we've seen from both teams.
Absolutely. We've already seen Volaris' capabilities of doing reverse sweeps. Because once you get a momentum going on a reverse sweep possibility, that puts actually more pressure on the team that's up. Because now you're panicking. It's like being up 4-1 in a game, and suddenly now you're 4-3. That 3-goal lead is gone, and so you're scared that you're about to lose a lead, and so you start playing differently. And it's the same thing with the series. So definitely momentum is a huge factor, and it's gonna come down to the wire, in my opinion. I agree with you.
Still waiting on everybody. Are you in the lobby?
I actually just left. I apologize. I didn't know that we were
There you go.
doing another reset. My man Tayfish is on that hotel Wi-Fi trying to win a finals match. Let's go.
Let's see if we can get everybody back in here quickly. Alright, I have all Volaris here. Are you in yet, David?
Oh, no. I didn't know the lobby was back up.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
For sure.
Just waiting on RGB now. Alright, we should be ready again. Only took a minute.
Just a reminder to all the viewers, again, RGB is up 1-0 against Volaris right now.
Correct.
In the series. A best of 7.
They handled it beautifully. Like I said, pressure was against them early in that game 1. So it was really nice to see them actually turn it around.
Volaris was actually up, you're right, in the beginning. They're playing pretty well, but I think RGB was just capitalizing on a lot of those mistakes. Those whiffs, third man being out of position. Let's just see how much adjustment they can do. And whenever everyone's ready, we'll probably go ahead and get started. Looks like RGB is good. We're just gonna have to see if
Volaris is here.
Yeah. Okay as well.
Still just waiting on them to start. Still just waiting on Volaris now.
Okay, I think we got the okay, let's do it.
And here we go in the game 2. Only 18 minutes in.
I still think the onus is on Volaris to make these adjustments. I think if they do, they can keep a really good series going. They can take game 2, but let's just see how they go.
Panda is out, Kuro's now in.
And Kuro's actually, Kuro's actually, I would say RGB's one of RGB's really consistent players. Really gets solid touches when he goes for the ball. Skrill, a little bit of a fake there, I guess, or a whiff. Bronsko's ready for it though. So yeah, Kuro being that consistent player, we'll see how that much is going to affect the rotations and the game style from RGB. Skrilla with the shot, barely misses. But Bronsko with the follow-up, and they're going to go 1-0 with 4:30 left in the game.
Very, very quick goal from RGB. It's definitely going to set the tone of the game. It's going to be interesting to see how Volaris adapts. They have played from behind in a lot of the season and through the playoffs, so it's going to be pretty interesting here.
I wonder if they have enough mental heart to do another reverse sweep if it comes down to it. I mean, that takes a lot out of you. Just mentally, trying to go through that. So I don't know how much heart they got left in them. But they're here, so I know they're gonna give it their all. Scott A is trying to get something going. He misses it, and so Kuro is able to get it clear. Kuro gets the center. Skrilla with the shot, misses. RGB trying to get another center out, but looks like Bubba and Scott are able to get the clear out. Bronsko with the backboard hit. Nobody on RGB is ready for it. But Skrilla with keeping the pressure going on the side. Kuro trying to get a pass kind of sideways. Able to get a challenge from Bubba. Ooh, and Scott A is not able to get the ball clear or into the corner, so Skrilla is going to capitalize on that mistake.
That's what, about a minute and a half or so into the game now, and 2 points to RGB. That is a little rough. I think it's starting to kind of get away from Volaris in this game. It's just not what they want in the series.
Yeah, I see a lot of just mistakes happening from Volaris, especially with Scott A's on that last play. He should have been able to either catch the ball or get it to the corner, but he was unable to, and RGB capitalizes. Bubba with an attempt of a shot here, unable to get it, but Scott A's is able to keep the pressure going. Tayfish, no boost, but still flips into the ball, unable to get the score. Ooh, a little bit of a double commit from RGB. They get kind of like a pinch clear, but Bubba's there for the challenge. Gets 50 by Ronska.
Let's go with a big demo there on Tayfish.
Right, but RGB's unable to capitalize, so Bubba starts pushing it. Tries to get a shot off, but Ronska's there to cut it off. Tayfish, nice challenge on the wall. I'm able to get a pretty decent 50, but Kuro, again, with that consistency, able to help them out, and looks like... okay, I was about to say, I thought Kuro was going to miss the open net, but Ronska was able to make sure that they seal that. And now it's 3-0 with halfway through the game right now.
RGB came out with a game plan and they're executing right now. I know both teams practiced a lot heading into this match, so it is a little surprising to see them have this 3-0 lead right now, especially in game 2. Volaris is kind of up on the road.
Shot opportunity right there. Once it gets clear, trying to pass it up to Kuro. Yeah.
Yeah, that was big. RGB trying to pile up another point, maybe. Volaris running out of time. They really need to score right now. They've got to find something going.
I feel like they're just struggling on the possession like aspect of the game right now. They're not able to have control of the ball. They're not able to get passes going, clears going, and it's not looking too hot for them right now. Ooh, nice block from them, but that was a double commit from defense. Another double commit on offense, and Ronk was able to put a shot on net, and Tayfish unable to get the save.
And RGB up 4-0 right here. This is not looking good. Minute 13. I didn't want to call the game at that point, but there's, unless a miracle happens for Volaris, this game 2 is already in the wraps. I'd really like to see them finish out this game strong. At least get a point up on the board, get something going. Try to ride something into this next game, because this is going to be a rough loss for the series.
Yeah, it looks like all the momentum is right now in RGB's corner, and that's a huge word for this series. Again, if Volaris can get some going, they still have a chance. But right now, it looks like all the momentum, all the possession right now is with RGB. Another double commit on defense from Volaris. Bubba should have this clear right now, but Scroller should be able to maintain pressure for RGB. Ooh, sort of a double commit from RGB, yeah, but it looks like it's 5-0. Game
2
is going to go to RGB.
This is actually got the makings of a blowout right now, which is not good. It really makes you.
It's good for RGB.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But it really makes you question the 9-1 record that the Lords had, getting beaten by Volaris, and Volaris getting blown out by RGB right now. A lot of what ifs. Yeah. Volaris has got 2 games left.
They're going to have to figure out how to get going, how to up the pace, how to maintain control, just get some kind of momentum going, creating opportunities for each other, getting the ball out of the net. Looks like no one's really challenging when the ball's in the air. Nobody's really supporting each other, playing that second man role. So not a lot is going on right now for them. 2 shots to 9 kind of tells the possession story here. Going into game 3.
So what I'm looking to see here from Volaris is they're gonna need to score first, and they're gonna need to keep a lead, at least a 1 point lead, at least in the last minute of the game. Obviously, you want to keep the lead to win, but they need to hold the lead in order to keep momentum in their favor. I think the moment they get behind, everything just starts to slip for them. I don't know if it's them panicking, or the pressure getting to them, but as long as they get the first score, I think they have a better chance at winning.
Also, one thing that we're always proud of Volaris of is their defense. I want to see more of that, actually, because RGB won that last game 5-0. So if they're able to get some defense going, and again, just like you said, have that slight edge of a goal above RGB, that's where they have their chance. They need to play their solid defense, have those defensive rotations on lockdown, and able to get good clears out of their half. For now, we're in game 3, and we'll see how it goes. Ronska getting a pass off to Skrilla. Skrilla trying to get a pass right back off to Ronska, a little bit ahead of him. So Bubba was able to get some kind of touch. Looks like he tries to follow it up again. He might have double committed with his teammate Scott Ace, but Tafich is able to hit the ball and they get a clear. But I don't see a lot of coming out for Volaris here in this play. Gets a decent 50 actually. But it's right now back in RGB's half. Ooh, Skrilla trying to get a pass back to Kuro, but it looks like it was unable to make anything happen. Ronska gets a clear towards Volaris' net. Another double commit out of Volaris, but Tafich is able to get the clear. Bubba, nice 50.
Bubba. We said the exact same time.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we want to see out of Volaris, right? Them be able to make those kind of plays, get those kind of dunks, create some kind of momentum for themselves. But right now it's 3:40 in and no goal has been scored yet. Already looking better for Volaris. That's kind of what they need. Kind of grind it out with RGB and then get that goal. And just hold on to it by playing the solid defense they've been showing all season long. Ronska gets a monster clear to the corner. Skrilla trying to get another center. Ronska goes for the shot actually, but they're unable to get something going. Kuro also rushes in, but nothing happens there for RGB. Yeah. So Volaris gets the clear, but this, again, even with a good clear, they're not maintaining possession, but they're playing defense. And maybe that's just what they need to win this series. Grind it out. Grind it out against RGB.
Ooh. Skrilla has an opportunity to get some setup here. Ronska's going to go up. He gets challenged by Tayfish. I'm not even sure what was happening between Ronska and Skrilla right there on that ball.
Ronska gets a pinch off the wall, but Skrilla wasn't able to get to it on time. Ronska right in Skrilla's butt right there for that play, but unable to get the goal. Again, look, Volaris' defense is holding up right now. They're not phased going down 0-2. They've been here before. They know what it's going to take, so they're not giving up. And I really like that from them. They have an opportunity here. If they get one good goal, this is the kind of game that they want to play for the rest of the series. They're already challenging balls that are up in the air too. Yeah, that was close from Kuro.
Yeah. That was dangerous for Volaris right there. I don't think anybody was in position.
No, they were not, but they're unable. RGB's unable to capitalize. Tayfish getting a nice clear out here. Ooh, now they have a shot opportunity.
Oh, Bubba missed his opportunity.
But Skrilla with the... Oh, no. Hey, no. Oh. And the trash talk is coming out of Volaris.
I think he was expecting Bubba to get a touch there. I think that's whoever that was it. I think it was Bubba, right? That missed it. I think Skrilla was expecting Bubba to get some kind of touch there, and when he missed it, it just threw Skrilla off. But Kuro had a chance right there to go. Good defense from Tayfish.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Volaris needs. Momentum is starting to really swing in their favor, and they just need to keep this up, grind it out. RGB on the flip side now needs to make sure they get some really good connections going, good passes to each other, and able to get some kind of play going here. The accuracy hasn't been too great either. a double commit on defense from both of them, so I don't know what they're doing on comms. But looks like they're okay for now. Ooh, nice little pass from Ronska to Skrilla. Let's see what they can do. Ooh, Skrilla's out of boost, but I'm sure he calmed that out to Ronska because he went up right afterwards. RGB still keeping the ball in their half for now. Really need to get it going so they can get a goal here. Ooh, Skrilla up, trying to get some kind of play going, either a shot or a pass. But RGB isn't able to capitalize. Volaris' defense is holding up. They're playing their game now. Or gets a clear from high above, but he's able to get some kind of play going. Bubba gets a nice little clear. Bronska sending it back. Tayfish. That's some good play out of Tayfish, even though he's having this hotel internet issues. I think he's part of the reason why their defense is holding up right now.
Oh, 100%. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. Part of that is his unavailability and his connection, so I do understand that. Volaris taking game 3 right there.
Ooh, Tayfish leaves in the middle of the match. I wonder if he's going to try to reset a computer or something. Yeah, it looks like he's resetting. So let's probably let this timer go down until he's ready. Jatar, there goes your prediction. No, I don't. I didn't expect to sweep, honestly, because again, Volaris has just been so. They've been so resilient. Like they just don't like giving up, and so they're gonna. It could be a close series, but right now Volaris has stolen all the momentum. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm really excited to see what Game 3 is in store for us. They have an opportunity to tie it up here in the series with RGB.
Alright, so that we're going to be going into game 4. It looks like we are going to get one more server change. Everybody's requesting to go to West Coast now.
I think that will actually help because I feel like everybody is from West. Let's go ahead and do that.
Alright. Game 4, third server. Everything's gonna be the same. It should be up any second now. Alright, it is up right now. So strong win coming up from Volaris there. Kind of exactly what we expected for any games that they're going to win. It's going to be kind of gritty, grindy as you described it. Very defensive-based team. As long as they keep the scoring low and they get the first goal, I think they have the opportunity to control every game they go into. And here we go again. Going into game 4 now. Bubba with a big save there. Ronska taking the early shot.
Again, if RGB keeps up this pressure in their defense, in Volaris' defensive half, that's fine. They need to make something out of it, and Laska does. He gets the shot off, and they're up 1-0, 30 seconds in. This is looking good for RGB. It looks like they got signs of life, and they're making it happen.
So their ping actually had a bigger effect than Tayfish's, in my opinion. I think RGB overall just got a better connection right now. We'll see if that plays an effect at all.
Yeah, it looks like Tayfish is still on a solid 88. Let's see how that goes. Laska trying to get something going, something from some kind of ceiling dunk, but he's unable to get it.
Ooh, what a play here by Kura.
Low on boost though, we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, he just got bumped by his own man, I think, right there.
Yeah, they did. Recognize that he had no boost, but Skrilla was unable to help him out. Volaris with an opportunity here. Let's see what they do. Kuro trying to get a clear from the wall. But Volaris should be able to challenge us. Yep, Tayfish is right there. Ronska trying to put it to the other side for Skrilla. Looks like Bubba's able to intercept. Kuro getting a pass out to Skrilla. Skrilla low on boost. RGB looks like they're struggling with boost management. Something to look out for. That may cost them a goal right here. Ooh, Tayfish missing an opportunity on net, and now RGB back with possession.
Good awareness there from Bubba. I don't know if you noticed, but he was sitting there waiting for the pass. So there must be some kind of pickup in their comms going into this game, because they definitely were not looking for passes the last 2 games.
Right. Especially with the momentum and the ball so heavily in their half. It's just really hard to get something going for them. RGB got that early goal, but right now, 2 minutes later, they still haven't scored again. No one has scored again, so it's still 1-0, and we're halfway through the match right now.
And this is where it does, in my opinion, kind of go against Volaris. There's the goal right there, though. Bubba with the pass to Tayfish. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Bubba gets a nice little redirect towards RGB's half. Kuro not ready for that at all, and so Volaris capitalizes. It's 1-1, and we're halfway through the match.
This is definitely where Volaris wants to be. Allows them to play defense and look for RGB to make a mistake right here. Some questionable positioning from Volaris right now.
Yeah, RGB to maintain some kind of pressure, but Tayfish trying to get it clear, but that's not going anywhere, and he's able to maintain control. That's how Skrill is able to get the ball. Oh, he's low on boost, but gets a challenge, loses it. Kuro with a nice little whiff there.
Big whiff.
Yeah, yikes. Skrill gets demoed, and they're low on boost. This is not a good position for RGB right now. Shot opportunity, but nobody on Volaris is ready for that. So RGB goes away with a free one. Ooh, Tayfish getting a nice little 50. If he gets some kind of shot, and he does. Volaris is up 2-1. They could tie the series right here.
This is exactly where Volaris wants to be. They might have got blown out in, what was it, game 2?
Yeah, game 2, 5-0. Yeah.
But looking at it right now, you couldn't tell. You really couldn't tell.
Tayfish was a really good shot to put them up 2-1 right now. Skrilla, again, low on boost. I really think RGB needs to work on their boost management. They're getting to a lot of situations with minimal boost, and they can't keep their momentum up to get good plays anyway in those moments. So you're going to have to watch out for their boost management.
Oh my goodness.
Kuro's touch was so dangerous there, and Roscoe was able to react properly, but they get away with that.
Volaris definitely holding some momentum right now.
Absolutely.
I do not like that clear from Scotters.
And they double committed on it. Bubba drawn out of the goal. This could be bad. Oh, Skrilla, the touch was too hard, and it's too high. Volaris opportunity here. Yeah.
He's gonna come back to knock down.
Tayfish gets that goal. He's actually gets a hat trick right there. That is impressive.
Did he really? He did. Oh my goodness.
35 seconds left. It's looking pretty grim for RGB. They're going to score about 15, 17 seconds each. It's not looking too good for them right now. Oh, I don't like that challenge from Ronska right there, but Skrill is able to get the 50 himself. Both of them whiff. That happens a lot. When both people are trying to go for the block. Ooh, RGB with an opportunity.
Goodness.
They get the second goal. This is still possible. 11 seconds. This is very possible.
Ronska with a beautiful touch there. 11
really
seconds there.
See what kind of kickoff they go for. Ronska just wins. Skrilla with the aggression. Gets the 50 that he needs. Let's see if they panic here. Volaris.
Oh, there's nobody there. Why wasn't anybody up on
to the corner. Skrill is playing at midfield. Yeah, no one is there. You're absolutely right, and Volaris ties the series up 2-2. It's unbelievable.
Why was nobody there? They had the score. Like they knew, like with 11 seconds off that tip off, you have to score. In my opinion, like if you don't score, you're gonna lose the game anyway, right there. So you might as well like full on commit towards that like following up or something. I don't think they needed to play defense with 11 seconds on the clock. If the ball goes across the field, you lose the game anyway. And the series is now tied. We're going into game 5. It is 2-2. Volaris with a very, very clutch win right there. It takes momentum back on their side. This is exactly what we kind of thought it was going to be. For a second or two there, definitely had to feel like RGB had some serious momentum with a 5-0 lead. Kura with a pass there to Ronska, unfortunately.
I don't like that double commit from RGB. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, but I think the double commit made them tentative on taking that shot. Kuro whiffing and Scott Ace takes advantage of it. Ronska trying to get some kind of pinch. He's unable to. Gets the clear from the wall, though. That's good. Tayfish right there to intercept, though. Ronska, again, with 0 boost, but still gets a decent hit. That's fine. Skrill with 0 boost. Ronska gets the challenge. Is he able to dribble past him? Gets a 50. No one from RGB ready. Looks like their problem is that they're not playing tight enough and ready for those passes. The second man isn't trusting first man. Unable to read the play. And that might cost RGB the series ultimately. So we'll have to see.
We haven't seen them bring Panda back in or Bolt at all.
Yeah, Bolt's who they used against us.
From Kura right there.
Ooh, Skrilla gets a nice little block. Ronska could do something with this, but oh, Tayfish gets it around him. David's trying to get another touch, but he's unable to. A double commit from RGB, but they are able to get the clear. A ball on the wall right here. It's like Tayfish double commits to them, and Scott Ace frozen in the goal, and RGB's able to go up 1-0. I think Bubba was looking to clear the ball from the wall. Tayfish kind of takes it away from him, but is unable to get something meaningful out of the corner there. So Scott Ace is put in a really bad position. Still could have saved it, but yeah, but he was positioned awkwardly.
And I think that's going to be the big difference maker, though. He's going to have to get a save somewhere like that. He's going to be put in a situation because like they're going to look to isolate him if they can.
Absolutely. Ooh, Ronska tries to get a pass play going, but he's unable to capitalize. Wait a minute. Did my eyes just deceive me?
No, they did
I think
not.
Tayfish just...
Oh,
wait. Bubba had that. Tayfish turns around and own goals it. That is a huge mental lapse.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That kind
I don't
of, in my
know.
opinion, just handed momentum over.
It
It
really
could be an
did.
internet issue. Maybe he didn't. I don't know if there's miscommunication with Bubba right there. I don't know if he was trying to clear it off the post. That would have been a really tight shot anyway. Skrilla had an opportunity at open net right there, though, it seemed like. But that really just hurt Volaris. That really just hurt Volaris.
Yeah, RGB with all the momentum. Kuro takes a shot. Triple commit out of Volaris on defense. Tayfish still able to try to get 50s going with 0 boost. That's what you need to do when you have low boost. Get a 50. Get a low 50 going in. You could probably get the ball centered through your low 50, and your team should be ready for that. Scott A's challenging on the wall. Ronska beats him. Again, nobody from RGB ready. Skrilla was 0 boost, unable to make that play happen. They need to be ready for these pass plays. They need to be in position and ready to go, and they really aren't. And they could be capitalizing way harder, but I mean, they're still up 2-0.
Yeah, at this point, they can kind of just relax. Volaris isn't a strong, easy goal there. Just rolls right in on Volaris. But Volaris isn't a strong offensive team. I think them being behind like 2 points, that kind of like sets the tone for the game.
Right.
Yeah, and that's no knock to them, obviously, because anything can happen, even with a minute left on the board. But they're just not a strong offensive team. They do best when their games are within a point or when they're ahead by a point or more.
I agree with you. And on that goal, it was Scott A's as third man again. Just pushing up too far. Oh, but Bubba
Big
gets the
goal there.
Minute 17 in. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
They still have some kind of life. Oh, Kura hit Skrilla. That's what just happened right there. Oh,
I think Skrilla hit
rough.
Kuro. Because Kuro was coming out of the net to save the ball. But I think, yeah, I think it was the opposite way around, actually. On the rotation back, he hit the defender coming out of the goal. RGB trying to maintain the pressure, though. Trying to maintain possession. Making sure they can keep this 3-1 lead going with a minute left in the match. Ooh, Scott A's with a nice little aerial. Yeah, they're trying. They're in this. They're not giving up. We know they won't. Let's see if RGB has that same kind of heart.
Ah, Rodska, beautiful
bar
shot.
down.
Bad.
And that might be the dagger. That might be the dagger. They still have time, but I think that's the dagger right there from Ronska. That was really important. Take away the momentum that Volaris had going.
Yeah, it looks like Volaris is just gonna, I guess, ride the clock out on this one right here. A goal would be really big for them, but I'm not sure how I feel. One of these goals against them was free, Tayfish scoring it on them, so that already hurts. Which, you know, piles on more and more points against you. I'm not a fan of how this game turned out for them. Game 5 is going to go to RGB.
Yeah, it goes.
We are going to go to Game 6. It's going to be match point for RGB. They'll have the opportunity to end it then. This next match here.
Yep, RGB goes up 3-2 in the series. I like how quickly Volaris readied up. Looks like they're still in this. They're ready to go. They want to make sure that they're still in this. I think it's going to go to Game 7, honestly. With the way things have been going out this whole series. I think Volaris buckles down and tries to play that defensive game here.
They have to. They really, really have to capitalize on whatever's going down in the very, very beginning of this game. They have to get a rotation going their way. They have to get an early goal. That's, in my opinion, what's going to make the difference for them.
Ooh, Volaris. They missed the open net. Good demos coming up from them, but they're unable to capitalize. RGB on the counter attack, and they're scoring. And that is not a good start for Volaris. They had a huge opportunity, and it went down the drain. I mean, they still have a lot of time left, but it's not how you want to start a match.
What a shot from Skrilla there. Yeah, that kind of just sucks the momentum away, too. You feel the goal, you feel the energy that comes with scoring that goal, and then it's just sucked away from you when it missed.
Pro trying to get some kind of pass play going, but whiffs. Volaris on the attack now. Tayfish trying to get some kind of pass. Nobody on Volaris is ready for it. Scott Ace turns around. Tries to get the ball center, but Ronska gets the clear. Ronska out of boost. Let's see what he does. Honestly, if you got a flip reset, that would have been sick. Doesn't happen. Ooh, opportunity for Volaris. Scott Ace bulldozes in and comes in, and it's 1-1. Confidence from Scott Ace here. I love it. That's the kind of position that RGB needs to do with their second man. Volaris has it. Volaris is trying to play like a team here. Skill level may not be the same as RGB, but they are trying to make it happen here. Kuro trying to get something set up. Gets a nice little pop, but unable to get any kind of play going there. I think he kind of made a mechanical error, just like Ronska made that mechanical error. Whiffs the ball, double commit out of RGB. Kuro trying to get it into the corner. Tayfish laying the pressure on. Bubba goes up high for the shot. Ooh, I don't think he meant to double it that way. Pressure still on RGB right now. Oh, he's going to try to get a flick right here. Kuro sees that, challenges early. Ronska trying to get the clear out of the corner. Ooh, goes for the dunk, but Tayfish goes underneath him. Ooh, Scotty's nice turn on the wall. That is not easy mechanically. Really good to see him play with confidence right there. Skrull needs to get some kind of clear. Ooh, Tayfish tries to read it, but he's not in the position that he needed to be.
Yeah, I really feel like Scott Ace, like I said, is going to be the difference maker. If he can step up like he did there with that goal. Oh my goodness, they just fed it right to him again.
And this one? It's going to Game 7, I'm telling you. It's going to Game 7.
Wow.
Scott Ace is right there, trusting his teammate, ready to play. He is in the right position as second man, and I want to see more of that from RGB. They need to trust each other and get some kind of plays going and keep that offensive pressure going.
Again, though, that shows, I think, how underrated Tayfish is. You saw him, ooh, big missed opportunity there from Skrilla for a goal, but you saw him with some great, just straightforward setup to Scott Ace, making it easy for him to read, and trusting him to go make that goal. A lot of players can't trust their teammates, don't trust their teammates to take any setup. Big opportunity here for RGB there. Oh my goodness, no way.
That was a decent redirect attempt. That was going in, but RGB able to get the save. Shot wasn't fast enough. Ronska with the miss on the wall. We can call it a fake. And Skrill is able to capitalize and tie it up with 1:53 left.
He said we can call it a fake because everybody was looking at it.
Yeah, but not with the greatest touch off the corner. Tayfish wasn't in a position for that chip. If you're going to chip it off the wall, you probably have to try to get the follow-up yourself. And RGB is able to capitalize.
Oh, the ball was
a little flyby from both teams. Yeah. Both teams are probably starting to really feel the pressure here. 2-2. RGB up 3-2 in the series. They're trying to close it out here.
All they need to do is win this. Yeah, all they need to do.
Ronska gets a pass, Scott Ace. Gets a pass, Bubba, but he's passed the ball here. Ooh, gets a nice little pop out again.
Oh,
there we go. That's
goodness.
what I want to see from RGB. The second man is in the position, ready for the pass. Ronska with a nice little chip out of the corner. And RGB goes up 3-2.
Scotty is just, I don't like that positioning in the goal to begin with. He had two people. Bubba was close enough to net to where you don't have to stay so crouched onto that left side.
Volaris with a minute left. They have to score. Oh, close one from Bubba. Tries to get the read off the wall. Unable to make the connection. Ronska with the shot opportunity. Gets 50'd. Good block from Volaris, but it's not good enough. Crow able to lay on the pressure. 4-2. RGB is up with 52 seconds left. This is going to be a tough, tough battle for Volaris.
If Volaris is able to pull this off, I think they win this series.
But can they? Again, as you've mentioned, and as I've agreed with you, offense is not Volaris' strong suit. Their defense has been faltering here, which is their strong suit. We'll have to see how they get some kind of opportunity for themselves here. And a lot of their opportunities have come out of RGB's mistakes. They really need to capitalize right now. They got 30 seconds left. They need to lay on the pressure. Tafish with an opportunity here. Gets it, and he scores. Now it's 4-3. There we go.
27 seconds.
Scotty's nice little chip off the wall. Gets the pass to Tafish center. RGB out of position. And they capitalize. Again, they're going to capitalize on those mistakes from RGB's positioning. This is the time for them to score. This is it. Ooh, I thought Tafish was going to go for like an air dribble right there, but Crow's able to make the block. Bubba gets a shot on net, but Ronska able to get the block. He was in the right position.
I think it was Scotty's that was down there. I wish he would have gotten some type of bump on Ronska. They probably would have had a good opportunity at it then.
6 seconds left in the match right now. Volaris giving everything they got. Bubba hits it down. Ball's still there. They have an opportunity. If Bubba can get to the ball, but...
And good
cancel
there from RGB. Wow. What a series. Only going to game 6. It didn't go to game 7. RGB is going to beat Volaris 4-2, which is actually the opposite, I believe, of Neko's prediction. Let me go and check real quick. What a game, though. It was, in my opinion, capitalized by mistakes. Yeah, Neko had Volaris winning 4-2. RGB ended up taking the series 4-2. We now have our Season 2 CleetiCup champs in RGB. Big shout out to Ronska. He took his team to the finals last season, unfortunately losing to Full Senders. This season takes his team into the first round of the playoffs, beats Full Senders, and then forces his way into the finals. First team to get back-to-back finals appearances, and he gets to take home the title this time around. Big shout out to RGB for that. Looking forward to see what they're going to do in the season to come. Great game from Volaris. That is not to take away from what anything they've done this season. They had to take down the Lords, and they had to take down Onslaught Game. Or not Onslaught Game, they had to take down, yeah, we hit those. Big plays. Bubba and Tafish, both rookie players. Scotty's kind of got thrust into the role that he was in. All of them have performed excellent. Bubba, obviously, you know, the MVP candidate. Great plays from everybody. Solid defense from Volaris. RGB just had a little too much on them. Speechless series, to be honest. It didn't get to game 7.
But Volaris showed heart. Volaris showed heart.
Yeah, they did. Just a reminder to all the captains out there, all of Volaris is going in the free agency because all this is players, means Bubba and Tafish together. No roster depth to come in here and play into RG's on the roster right now. One stepping down to rotate. So big props to taking it to game 6. Looking forward to see what the offseason brings now. Release date to August 4th will be our draft.
There you go. There's
10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have an actual date and everything posted when I can't confirm. But if everything goes according to the plan, that's our draft date, guys. Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Draft is coming August 4th.
All right, so thank you for helping commentate, David. Looking forward to see what your team can
Absolutely.
do. Again, captain of Kimchi Crew, guys. Anybody who's going to be a free agent, Bubba, Tayfish, Scotties, feel free to hit this guy up. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. I will be streaming showcase games from Monday to Sunday. No, sorry, not to Sunday. To probably Friday. Monday to Friday. 5, 8, and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All your prospects, make sure you get in these games. These are going to be the last games and your last opportunity to get in front of captains. That's going to be all for me tonight. Good night, guys.